I'm Chris from New York. I'm a canine handler. Been a handler for a number of years. Love it because I much rather work with animals than people. Tina's my partner. She's a 6-year-old German Shepherd from Germany, and she gets her commands in German. I had to learn German so I could talk to my dog. How's that work? I couldn't learn Spanish in school for a grade, but to tell my dog to come and sit, I had to learn another language. That's awesome. So what I wanted to do with Drugtails was to show that, look, kids got to stay off drugs. The numbers are staggering. A lot of kids are getting addicted to this garbage. And being a biker, I wanted to bring these two worlds together. Not in the negative way that everybody is accustomed to seeing. They think every biker is selling dope and doing this and doing that. That's not true. It's not true. Bikers have huge hearts, and the one thing that they all come together on, we all come together on, is watching out for the kids. We do teddy bear runs, we do all kinds of stuff. They worry about the kids, okay? They don't want to see the kids getting hurt by somebody else's hand or the kids doing drugs, which means they're hurting themselves with their own hands. So I wanted to get the point across that even though bikers have this badass, tough guy, heavy partier, hard-hitting reputation, which it's true, however, there's a side of us that absolutely will go out of our way to help the kids. Hey, how you doing, everybody? How are you? My name is Chris. I'd like to thank a good friend of mine for making this possible, Mark Antonek, and all my friends that came to support me today, Tina and myself. We welcome you to Drugtails. Once again, my name is Chris and I'm the handler. The handler, simply put, handles the canine. And my smarter, better looking partner, Tina, well, she's in the back and she'll be out in a minute to show you what scent detection canines do. But first, let me tell you a little about Drugtails. Drugtails is an anti-drug education show where we will not only tell you the hazards of doing drugs and why you shouldn't do them, but also how scent detection canines are trained and used to help not only law enforcement and the military, but in some areas, your parents and schools too. The Drugtails story started in 2011. That's when my scent detection partner Tina and myself teamed up and we used to do private drug searches of homes, vehicles, businesses, and schools. Now these were private searches, so the police weren't involved. If we found any drugs or paraphernalia is something you do drugs with. If we found any of that, we would give them a phone number to a place that can help them. Our motto was to educate, not incarcerate. That means we wanted to teach the user and help the user, not arrest them and put them in jail. Now, I often get asked how I got started in this. Well, it all started with a stat I read and it just blew me away. The US makes up 5% of the world's population, but does 65% of its illegal drugs. That's crazy, right? So I wanted to do something to get the don't do drugs message out. So Drugtails was born. The Drugtails demonstration has given Tina and I the opportunity to meet kids and adults from all over to get this message out. So we sincerely hope you take with you today the importance of staying off drugs. Now I get asked a number of questions over and over again, frequently asked questions. So I'm going to throw you these answers. Number one, why am I dressed like this? Because I'm a biker and this is what I wear, all right? Look, everybody has a misconception about bikers, that we're mean, we smell, we're dirty, we're bad boys and girls. Well, that's all true. However, bikers have really big hearts. And what they all agree on is they don't like to see children hurt, whether it's by someone else's hands or the child's own hand. And by doing drugs, the child is actually hurting themselves. Another question I get asked is, where am I from because I talk funny? Well, I'm originally from New York. And realistically, you guys, I don't talk funny, you talk funny. Another question I get asked is, am I a police officer? No, Tina and I have no ties to law enforcement. We offer this service for educational purposes only to help the user, not put them in jail. Another question I get asked is, what drug is used the most among youths today? Well, that list changes from time to time. However, right now in schools, marijuana and ecstasy are big. Some of the effects of ecstasy, otherwise known as X or Molly, well, you grind your teeth, you feel nauseous like you're going to throw up, you have blurred vision, and you feel faint, right? Sounds like a good time, right? Puking and throwing up, great time. It also raises your body temperature to dangerous levels, which could affect your kidneys, liver, and your heart. This year, 870,000 people are going to use ecstasy. That's enough people to fill the biggest football stadium, professional football stadium in this country 10 times. That's crazy, right? Another question I get asked is, hey dude, marijuana isn't really bad for you, right? Well, I'll tell you this, McStoner. The brain develops the most during adolescence, which is ages 12 to 24 years old. During that time period, if an artificial stimulant is introduced on a regular basis to the brain, it is going to cause severe developmental damage. It's like if you were baking a cake and you had the batter in the pan and you put it in the oven. It's supposed to be in for an hour, right? You take it out in 30 minutes. What happens to that? It's a mess, right? Doesn't develop properly. It's the same thing with the brain. How many of you guys 10 years old? You? In the time you were born to today, 100,000 people died from cocaine. That's enough people to fill my beloved Yankee Stadium twice. 640,000 people in that same time period have used cocaine. And that's enough people to fill Yankee Stadium 13 times. That's insane, right? In 2012, there were 670,000 heroin users. Heroin deaths have increased steadily over the last 3 years, and they are up 40% over the last 20 years. Now, boys and girls, that may not mean much to you, but believe me, that's an awful lot of people dying from this drug. Unfortunately, it's making a comeback. You want to know the side effects of heroin? Feels like there's bugs on you, right? You're scratching until your skin bleeds, right? Right? Who doesn't want to feel like that, right? Good times? Come on. Illegal drugs are not the only things that cause addiction. There's tobacco, alcohol, and prescription drugs. Fact. Alcohol and drugs are the leading cause of crime among youths. Fact. Alcohol and drugs are the leading factors in teenage suicides. Fact. 23 million people ages 12 and older are addicted to drugs and or alcohol, which affect millions others like friends and family. Parents, side note, you're the anti-drug. Know what your kids are doing. Communicate with them. Studies show that parents that show disapproval to drugs and or alcohol use have a direct bearing on the child when it comes time for them to choose. It's actually 80% lower. And parents, you got to lead by example. Okay, now I'm going to bring Tina out here, and we're going to show you what scent detection canines do and why they do what they do. Tina, come. Come here, Mama. Oh, that's a good girl. Oh, that's a good girl. Yeah. All right, come on, Mama. Here we go. Yeah, all right. Round of applause for Tina, please. Tina, sit. Tina, sit. Up, sit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tina. I told you she's cuter than me, right? She's a 6-year-old German Shepherd from Germany. She gets her commands in German. Her birthday's in April. She likes long walks on the beach, and she likes a dinner served by candlelight. Okay, I'm only kidding. She gets her dinner the same way I get mine, in a dog bowl. Right? Yeah, no, huh? I'm only kidding. She doesn't like long walks on the beach. Okay, Tina. Now she's cute, huh? And she's playful. Yeah, she wants to play. But make no mistake about it, you guys. Tina can find the goods. Tina is a certified scent detection canine trained to find the 5 major drugs, which are marijuana, cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, and ecstasy. Sits in. Good girl. Good girl. Do you see how intense she is on this ball? You see that? This is what she wants more than anything. It's because of this ball Tina's able to find drugs. Let me explain. Scent detection canines have a high play drive. That means they will do anything to find their toy and play with it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm really oversimplifying this for the fact of the time restraints on this demonstration. However, it takes professional handlers and trainers hundreds of hours and months of work to get a canine to be a scent detection canine. Boys and girls, what is the canine superpower? That's right, a dog has a superpower, just like Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. What's their superpower? That's right, it's their nose, their sense of smell. Canines and humans have what's called olfactory sensors. Humans have 5 million of these sensors. And even though different breeds of canines have different amounts of these sensors, all dogs have a better sense of smell than humans. Seeing that Tina's a German Shepherd, we're going to use German Shepherds as an example. Now, you may be looking at me going, dude, what do you need a canine for to sniff anything out? Your nose is huge. Well, yeah, granted, I could probably smell a pizza from a quarter mile away. There's no doubt about that. However, no matter how small or large a human's nose is, we still only have 5 million of these sensors, whereas a German Shepherd like Tina, she has 265 million of these sensors. So how does her sense of smell relate to mine? Well, it's simple. Sit. It's simple. When you walk into my house, I got a stew on the stove, right? You can smell the stew. It smells awesome, right? When Tina walks in, does she smell the stew? Well, kinda, but just differently. She smells the meat, she smells the broth, she smells the carrots, the potatoes, she smells each individual seasoning used in that stew. That's pretty amazing, right? And it's because of that keen sense of smell, canines are called into service. Now I need a volunteer from the audience, somebody that's not afraid of dogs or dog bites. Yeah, don't worry about it, she only bites a little. You, young fella, come on up here. Grab the railing, be careful. Come on, Tina, crate up. Anything? Here we go. Come on up, be careful. Crate. Bleiben. How you doing? What's your name?
Mark.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Very good.
All right, you learning anything? You liking the show today?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, what are you learning?
Stay off of drugs.
Yeah, stay off of drugs. That's a good answer. That's a good. Consider it's an anti-drug show. Yeah, good answer. Okay, well, Mark, walk with me over here. I'm going to explain one technique, one method of how a canine is trained for scent detection. Okay, step with me, Mark. Here you see 4 boxes. These boxes are identical, except for one thing. One's called a hot box. The hot box is the one the drug is in. The drug we are using today is a pseudo scent. A pseudo scent mimics exactly the smell of an illegal drug. And mimic means copy, exactly. Okay? Now, if you notice, I have a glove on. Why is that? Because I don't want the drug to contaminate my hand. If I get the drug on my hand and I touch Mark's shirt or I touch anything else, when Tina comes to do a search, she's going to respond to that scent. Okay? All right, Mark, come with me. Do me a favor. We'll grab this box. Just lift the lid straight up for me, please. Thank you. We'll put that in here like this. Okay, put the lid down. Thank you. Now I'm going to load the box. All right, now do me a favor. I want you to look in all these boxes. Do these boxes look identical in every way?
Yeah, they're all the same.
Okay, very good. Can you stand over here for me, please? A little further back, a little further back. All right, that's good right there. Thank you. Okay. With these boxes, Tina's going to come out and she's going to do a search. Now, scent detection canines, what did I mean when I said Tina will respond to it? Well, when Tina comes out and the scent is anywhere, Tina will have what's called a change in behavior. That means when she comes up on the smell of a drug, the scent of the drug, it doesn't have to be the drug itself, she's going to have a change of behavior. She will show interest. That is why when handlers do a sweep or a drug search, they keep an eye on their canines at all times for this change of behavior. So how does Tina tell me when she's actually found the drug itself? Well, she uses a technique called passive-aggressive. Passive-aggressive is when she finds the drug, she'll sit. And when she sits down, that tells me, hey, Pop, I found the drug. Okay, so let's get Tina, and let's see if she can actually do this. Okay? Tina, come. Come here, Mama. Oh, that's a good girl. Remember Mark, right? Yeah, he's your buddy, right? Yeah. Okay, Mama. All right, let me see what I got here. Oh, you like this? You like this? Okay, we're getting ready to do a sweep. You ready? Come on over here. We gotta do it left to right. Come on, we ready to go? Good girl, ready? Sook. That's a good girl, that's a good girl. Woo! That's a good girl. Woo! Platz, Tina Platz. Good girl. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you see what just happened? Tina found the drug. And when she sat down and gave me the response I needed, she got rewarded with her toy and over-the-top praise. With this continual training like this, the dog becomes hardwired that she relates the scent of the drug to her toy. So even though the job the canine does is extremely important, to them it's just a game. Come on, Tina, let's go, Mama. Come on. That's a good girl. What's? Crate. That's a good girl. Crate. Come on. Good girl. All right. Crate up. Okay. Now, Mark, I need your help here.
Okay.
I need you to pick a box, buddy, because I want everybody to know that we're going to move them around so that you don't think that Tina just knows where the box is because it's always in the same spot. So do me a favor. Pick a box. Any box.
How about this one?
This first one? Yeah, we can do that. All right, we'll move this here. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye on the boxes. Remember which one has the scent in it. Remember that? We switched them around. Now I'm going to load the box. Here it is. The box is loaded. Okay, very good. Mark, do me a favor. See this backpack right here?
Yes.
Take this and go stand over there, please, with the other one. Just hang out, drop it on the floor, just chill out. I'll be right over there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, schools, administrators can give law enforcement, the police, the okay to go search parking lots and common areas, at least where I'm from. Common areas with their scent detection canines. So while your kids are in school, the teachers are teaching, the canines are in the parking lot checking the vehicles for a little something, if you know what I mean. Drugs, okay? See if anybody's bringing them in. Okay, with that, if the administrator gives the okay, anybody can have anything in their backpack. Let's keep that in mind, okay? So as kids will do, they're hanging out, the backpacks are here. How you doing, man?
Good.
Hey, studied for the test today?
Yes.
Yeah, which one? The math test?
I don't remember.
Yeah, well, whatever one you studied for, give me a thumbs up so I can copy, all right? All right, thanks. All right, hey, do me a favor, keep an eye on my backpack. I go to the bathroom, all right?
Okay.
Oh, it'll be 2 or 3 minutes, all right, thanks a lot. All right, Joey Bag of Donuts heads off to the bathroom, right? Now Mark is standing there, just hanging out, like kids do at the school. Backpack's on the ground. Okay, the luck is the same as mine. Tina, come. Come here, Mama. Okay, well, they're hanging out. Look what happens. Here comes Tina. Dive in. Tina, ready? 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 Swoop. Check. Come here, Mama. Tina, check. 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 Oh, she sat. What's going on here? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Sit. Bleiben. What do we got? Oh, look at this. Look at this. There's a drug in the bag. Look at that. Okay, Mark, who you been hanging around with? Whose bag is this?
I don't know.
Come on. You've been watching them, right? So why are you watching? What are you, a lookout?
Not
All right, you know what? I'm not getting the answers I want. Okay, so now the police call the Police call the parents. The parents are upset. Mark's upset. They don't know who that is, right? Remember when I said you get the drug scent on your hand and the dog will respond? Okay, let's say somebody just finished doing drugs and they touched Mark's backpack or they touched his shirt and Tina responds to that. She has a change in behavior to that. What do you think is going to happen? Well, if the dog shows interest, the police are going to show interest. Who you been hanging around with? What have you been doing? Okay, you're not giving me the answers I want. So now I contact the parents, contact the principal. The principal's called, they call your parents. Your parents are upset, you're upset. It's a mess. Boys and girls, stay off drugs, stay away from people that do drugs. Drugs don't make you cool, they don't make you fit in, they don't make you a better athlete or a better human being. There's only two things drugs do to you. Hurt you, your family and friends, or kill you. And make no mistake about it, you can die doing drugs just once. Be a leader, not a follower. Don't do drugs. Think so, Tina? Okay, Mama. Here we go. One last time. We're going to check these boxes for you. Ready? Come on, check. Check. Remember the box? Oh, look at that. Good girl, good girl. Come here, Mama. Come here, Platts. Platts. Good girl. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for coming to Drugtails. Mark, come on over here, would you please? Give my helper Mark a round of applause. He was awesome. Thanks a lot, buddy. Tina Platts. Right there, brother. Thanks a lot. You were a big help. Listen, for more information and to check all the stats I gave you, go to drugtails.com. And there's way more information on this. Also, stop by Tina's Facebook page, Tina the Drug Search Dog. We'd love to hear from you and say hi. So now usually I strong arm people to get what I need, right? But I don't need to do that with you guys, all right? Listen, this is without a doubt a useful tool for you to help educate the kids against drug use. Only thing you need to do is contact us through the website, okay? And we'll respond. Tina and I will be happy to go out there and do these exhibitions, and hopefully, even if it takes one child to see it and say, hey, I want to train canines to do this, or I want to do this, or I want to be a handler. That's all it takes. And that could change that child's path into something good. So I'll tell you what, you give me a call, otherwise I'm just going to come to your house, all right?